What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rhea and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Friday, although we have a third host with us today. We are joined by the hilarious Annie Lederman. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, guys. I thought the show was called Girls at Work.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure you
Classic mix-up.
Yeah, you're hounding us on Instagram. You know it's Chicks in the Office.
I'm like, please, follow me back. Follow for follow.
No, our name has been getting absolutely butchered recently for just in funny ways, though. Like being at the Bachelor finale, they're like, "What are you, the Office girls, Office chicks,
Chicks with
Office?"
Yeah,
like
we used to do a segment called "Dicks in the Office" with two other guys on the show.
Ooh,
it
was it
not
just
what you
penis
think.
out and you had to
Yes,
so it wasn't the Office.
Just under the table,
pin the penis on the coworker.
Bottom half, no close.
Yep. How are we doing? What's new with you? You were on our show like 2 years ago now. Has it been
that long?
It has been. It was summer 2021 that you first.
That
came
was
on
very
our
romantic
show.
the way you said it. It was summer 2021.
It was summer 2021.
Well, because I will.
Let me take you back.
Forget. Like
So fun.
I will never forget, just because I had been such a fan of you, and then you DM me, and I was like, "Oh my God, how's this happening?" I was just watching her on YouTube.
It's
not
been
to
like
creep
a
you
love.
out.
No. It's a love affair.
It is,
Of course,
It's a love affair, and you guys, you pop into LA.
Yes.
You pop in and out when there's a big event.
We're just the breeze. We blow in, we blow out.
But you know what I do see in your guys' future? Not to become like a full psychic, but one or both of you are going to be on Dancing with the Stars, whether you want to or not.
Well, Fran loves Dancing with the Stars.
I mean, it's my favorite show.
Oh my God! So it's going to be her, and you're going to be jealous.
Oh my God, that'll be so
great. So therefore, it will not be me.
You want it too bad.
Yep. I am Sheena. I am taking
Vanderpump Rules.
I am taking dance classes before I'm even asked to go on the show.
Is that what she's doing?
Well, yes. There was some
wild.
drama where because Ariana went on, she said like Ariana knew that I always wanted to go on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh
she
my
said
God.
that she had started to take dance lessons just to prepare in case casting called.
Sheena.
Yeah.
Do you keep up with Vanderpump?
A scooch. Obviously, during the Scandival, I enjoyed. I popped in. I wanted to be a part of the universe and the world.
Yeah. Had to.
You live in LA, and when we come here, we always expect to like see celebrities, even though in New York they're also roaming
then here
around.
I am.
Yeah, and then we run into you. What's it like being here? Do you not care about any of that stuff, or are you like, oh my God, the Vanderpump people are rolling around?
I love seeing a celeb. I love, you don't bother them unless you have a good move. I went to the premiere of, what is it called? Palm Royale.
Yes.
Okay. I went to the premiere of that. By the way, I got pushed into some other group where they were like, someone was taking pictures, like, not her. I go, yes, me. Take pictures of me. I'm like, well, no. I was dressed too cute. I was like, they put me with like publicists. So I was like, no.
No, let me in the pic.
I'm over there. Hello. But I hadn't seen him since I became a comedian and moved to LA, but I saw Sam Rockwell because his wife or fiance is in the show. Mm-hmm. And I was with Bill Burr. Bill Burr was talking to him. So I just thought like, I don't know. I guess I assumed he knew like where I was in my career and how well I was doing. So Bill's talking to Sam Rockwell, and I go, I used to waitress for him in New York. So I go, oh my God, Sam, I was your waitress at Life Cafe. And he's like, what? And I went, I waitress for you at Life Cafe in New York. And he went, oh, I mean, there's like, it was right when the event came out. Like Carol Burnett is around. It was like insane that I did it. I was like, oh, I went into, I thought there'd be like a,
right.
You've come so far, but he had no, I didn't know, Bill didn't go, this is Annie Lederman.
He thinks you're still a waitress.
He's like, no, he was like, are there like.
Yeah, Sam wasn't like, oh my God, look at and now you're here. Yes. Amazing.
He was probably like, are these vegan? Like he thought I was going to be like,
he thought Life Cafe was catering the event.
Yeah. He's like, oh my God, they flew out for this.
That's hilarious. Have there been any like major like Leonardo DiCaprio type level of people that you have ran into?
I'm always about to get invited to a Leo party. Like I'm always there the day after where they're like, oh, my friend will be like, oh, I was going to bring you to Leo's part. And I'm like, okay, but I guess it's like good because I'm working. I'm just like such a sought after comedian that
you're so busy.
Like, I'm just so busy. Like I don't have time, Leo.
No time in the schedule.
I have no time, but I'm trying to think of like if I've seen usually like Whitney Cummings' house. There'll be some people, but who really impresses me are people that, not that they wouldn't impress you, but I get weak in the knees quite easy for like Minka Kelly. I met at her house.
Oh yeah,
and I go to. There's certain people that want you to kind of go overboard, but when you tell them weak in the knees, they're like.
Is that how Mika
They're like
Kelly felt?
restraining. She was nice. You know, she was nice.
You probably.
She was lovely.
She was lovely. She was
lovely.
Nice.
She went, oh, I like your work too. I'm like, oh my God, Whitney, save me. What have I done? She's never gonna come back to her house.
That's hilarious. Do you feel at home that you're like right across the street from the Comedy Store right now?
I parked over there.
Did you?
I did because I forgot my Tesla key, which is the only nightmare about using your phone for your car.
Oh,
It's like I'm not gonna give the valet my car. My
right.
phone.
Yeah.
So I went
you
over to
leave it over there.
I went over to the Comedy Store.
So you drive a Tesla? You threw that in.
Yep.
Do I drive it or does the Tesla drive me?
Yeah.
No, I
yes.
usually have a very handsome half Asian man driving me around.
Mhm. Your fiance?
My fiance. I have a escort, and he's a good Asian driver, so don't be nervous.
Yeah.
Right? He's breaking the mold. But yes, I do drive a Tesla. What car would you guys have if you didn't live in the city?
I have
She
a car.
has a car. Rhea lives in Jersey City.
Oh, Tim
so
Dillon.
She has
Do you
a
guys
car.
know him? He's a lot
Oh
of
my
followers.
God. Tell
Should we
him I
pick
said
him up?
hi.
Come and pick up.
He does not know me.
This
but
is like the
I-
exact version of what Annie was just saying with other
I just started freaking out.
with other celebrities, and Rhea just
Tell him
goes, "Oh
I'm
my God,
also
tell him I
from
said
Long
hi."
Island.
Hi, Timmy. I'm on Chicks in the Office with
At
at
We work at
Barstool.
Barstool.
They work at Barstool. They're whispering. They're very excited. I have Rhea here. She actually is from Long Island as well, so she's very
And I love
excited.
him.
She loves you.
Oh, nice. Well, she should be.
Oh my God.
She should be.
I'm gonna go
Yeah, we're doing a podcast.
jump off a bridge now.
We're talking about when we meet people we're fans of, so it was funny because she's geeking out over you.
Oh, that's very sweet. Well, that's very nice. You know me, I love women.
I know he's getting horny. He's getting horny.
I love women. I just have my 2 rules: keep your pussy away from me and don't vote. Those are my rules.
Perfect.
But everybody, everything else is open. The Eras tour is open. All right, call me later.
Okay, I love you.
All right,
Bye. He said love you back, but it kind of got.
Yeah. Just want to clarify. He
It
did say
is
love you
funny,
back.
like,
It
I
may have been
killed
a little
myself
muffled.
after that.
Do you say when you get off the phone with your guy friends, do you say love you and then it gets weird ever?
No.
You just don't say love you?
Well, like I feel like a lot of my
I don't
guy
say
friends
love you to,
now
like,
are like
that
the
many
people I work with. But yeah, Fran doesn't say love you in
No, I'm not. Like I get
general.
like awkward when like my people I really do love, like my girlfriends say love you, and I'm like love you.
me. We've
Yeah,
had to have
it
this
does-
conversation many times.
Yeah.
Do you feel rejected if she doesn't say back?
I used to, but I've
It's like Joey with Daisy.
I've learned.
I'm starting.
Love you.
I get
Thank
a little
you.
bit better. I just like it was just not something phone calls. I never growing up like there's some families that was like mom dad calls no matter who you're on the phone with. It's like an automatic. Oh, hey, love you, bye. Never.
I threw
But
out.
does a love you mean a lot when they'd say it?
Yeah, like it was
Like
like, oh, that was a good
graduation
yeah.
or-
It's like it was, but like hey, like what's up? What time are you coming home? Okay, see you then. Love you, bye. Like it was always like okay, bye. Like
Yeah.
it was never.
Oh, there's lots of love.
So
love
much
love.
love, like my family.
sad.
No, I know.
Yeah.
My family is constant. Like
We didn't do that.
I love you. I love you. I love
Yes.
you. Like I tell everyone I love them. There have been
Yes.
times when I was younger that still haunt me. Like I get shivers down my spine where I was getting out of the car of like my friend's parents that would drop me off, and I'd be like, "Love you, bye," and then I'd shut the door, and I'm like walking to my house, like, "Oh my God, I just told
I know.
Daniel's mom that I love her."
I still get weird saying like if because it will come out first sometimes for me, and then I'm like, oh my God, they're not gonna say it back.
Oh,
I'm
just like mom and
love
dad.
you. Yeah.
You don't
No,
think your
like that-
mom and dad are gonna
No,
say
not
that?
my parents, like friends.
Oh,
friends.
okay.
Yeah.
This gets
No, my
deep.
parents.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, how insulting is it when she gets really like worried about you? Like, don't look at me like a real worried face.
No, because I just, I have so
Not my
You know,
parents.
my
friends.
everyone's love you in my life, and it's like when you first start dating a guy that you're kind of into, and you're like talking to everyone, like love you, like can't say it to them. You're like, oh,
Right. And maybe like it's just like a group thing, like love you guys.
Yeah.
And they're in the group.
and you're like, no eye contact for you, not
Yeah.
yet for you.
Don't look them directly
And then
in the
you're
eyes.
like, yeah, you're like gynecologist is like, okay, like slaps your foot on the stirrup, like there you go, and you're like, love you, and you're like, oh no,
I don't love my gynecologist.
boy or girl?
Girl. I've talked about this before.
She a bitch.
Yeah, major. Like
you- it's
last
like you
time
don't
I
wanna
was
be too nice,
last
though.
time I switched because the last
I was gonna
time
say, is this the new one
No,
or
this
the old
is
one?
The old one.
Okay.
I switched because the last time I just felt like there was no care. There was no aftercare. Like I was
Yeah.
left like spread eagle, like the like they lube you up before they put the thing
Yeah.
in. She just like left it all there. Didn't even hand me a paper towel, which is the nice thing to do. Wet the paper towel a little bit, hand it over.
I think they think
none of that.
I usually take like the paper thing that they have, the
Yes.
thing, and I
Like,
just
the
wipe.
coat.
Yeah, I just
leave it,
wipe
spread it
myself.
all over the room.
It's very tough, you know. It gets
Yeah.
it really like kind of scrapes it in a fun way.
Right, exactly.
You know, a little punishment after what you've been through after that duck bill. It is a traumatizing thing. I had a male gynecologist once, and it was like I used to go back to Philly. I mean, I was probably like in my mid 30s still going back to Philly to like get healthcare things for my parents. Like
I still go to Long Island.
I was like, it's too hard. It's like too hard.
Yeah.
But it was this guy, and he was like an older man, and he put his finger in my butthole at the same time. And I guess that's like a thing they used to do back in the day, but nope. Like my mom was like, oh, I've had that done. But
But your peers are like, oh yeah,
I'm
totally.
used to like, if something's going in my butt, there's like a full consent.
Yeah,
like I
right.
sign something usually, you know?
Exactly.
And so
At
he-
least an audible yes.
yeah, but it was like both. Like, he
or
was like,
this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
he like
Incoming.
shocked me.
Yeah.
He shocked me. And then as he was like in my butthole, he realized he knew my older brother, that his son had gone to the same frat as my older brother, like in my butthole. He was like, "Are you Tim Letterman's sister?" And I was like,
Oh no.
And does this feel
No,
good?
no,
he
no.
was like, and Tim's usually into this. I'm like, what have you done to my brother?
Nope. That's
And then never again.
Oh no, he came to my shows. Come on.
Yeah, of course.
We
He's a big
became
fan.
Good family friends, you know?
Big fan.
Well, I feel like close with people that see me. Like my waxer, I'm always like excited when I see her out. I'm like,
I had an experience recently going to the Bahamas where it was like 6 a.m. really early flight, and the same row as me was the girl who like lasered my armpits, but I had never like followed up with the treatments, and so I was like, there's no way I could like say hi right now.
your
Like,
arms were
does
down.
she-
You're like, I
and I'm
can't
like,
wave, and
no,
she sees
and
my
I'm
hairy
like,
pits.
she knows that my armpits are hairy right now because I never finished.
Or she thinks you
treatments.
cheated on her.
Exactly.
Or you went-
And
yeah,
then,
you went
right.
to
And then
somewhere else.
I was
You
like,
went
Was
to
it
someone
just
else.
you just couldn't? Did you go to someone else, or were you just like?
and no, I never.
Too
I
many
just-
sessions.
I never went to somebody else. There's just 6 sessions. I only went to 3, and I just kind of ended there.
I mean, I can't.
and like I
believe-
said, I go to Long Island, so I'm like, I
Yeah.
gotta drive there to do it.
I can't believe that I'm still at this age, like bread bowling to get my asshole waxed, and when I know that laser's been out since like 1992. But it's just there's too many sessions.
No, it's too many sessions, and
does hurt.
every year I tell myself that I am going to start laser, because like I would say May comes around and I'm like, oh fuck, I never started the like.
Yep.
I'm like, damn, I really wish I had done the laser in the winter, because now I wouldn't be worried about like having to get waxed or shaved, like whatever. And because it's like a last minute, like a wax you can make day of, you can be like, oh shit, I forgot, you got to go. Laser, you have to prepare months in advance, and you have to plan it out so that the sessions. I'm like, this year it's already too late for me to start now. I
It's-
waited too long. I thought
it's a
about this the
lot,
other
and
day.
you
I was
gotta
like,
wear
I didn't
their
start.
little-
I didn't start in December.
I remember the fall you said you were gonna do
in
it.
the fall I said I was going to do it, and then now it's March.
So it's like I don't
and
know if I
didn't
like
do
a
it.
doctor that makes me put on sunglasses. You know, like are you a doctor? What's
my
going
cousin
on?
does my waxes. She's like an
Oh,
esthetician.
that's
So
cute.
it's
That's nice.
It's comforting. Because
Like
it's
at Thanksgiving, she's like, Rhea, it's your turn.
No, literally.
Like the whole family's
like,
lined up.
It's like when we go, like going home for Easter this
The crock
Sunday.
pot's being used
I'm
with wax
like,
instead of-
Easter Sunday is wax time.
Well, there's
And-
just some professions that we just strip naked and we don't.
right,
we're like,
you don't
hey,
think-
nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we want
Spray
Jesus
tan,
to rise.
wax.
We don't want there to be hair in the way.
most humiliating one is the asshole waxing, though. Like like me turned around,
'Cause there's
like,
no
bent
way-
over for my cousin to like wax my asshole. It's never
I actually
not
think
funny.
I prefer a stranger.
But you don't leave a stranger. You know what I mean?
No, but-
you can't leave a stranger after someone
No,
does
but
that,
like the
so-
person who I go, like when I go to get a wax, I see them only when I'm going to get a wax.
I run
you know?
into my girl all the time. I'm like, and she's a sugar, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
I run into her all the time at the coffee shop, and every time I see her, I'm like, I always like spread eagle. I'm like,
We good right now?
I'm like, look at my asshole. No, the asshole, because there's no way to do it that's not embarrassing. It's either like you lean back like a baby.
Yeah,
and
so
with your
you either
legs.
tuck your legs in.
You're like,
your chest.
it's a whole
sometimes she'll do
thing.
sideways and she'll like lift one cheek up, which feels like weird. I don't know.
Right. So it's like, I guess it's not super. Depending on what you feel
Yeah.
on my cousin doing it.
Yeah.
For me, it's comfortable. She does all of us.
That's very cute.
And sometimes in my head, I'm like, is she thinking about like who has the best one?
And
you
do you
know?
think, where do you think you are in that?
Totally, they
I
have to
I'm
think
up there.
about
I
it.
think you are.
Yeah. I think I'm up there.
Like, there's no way to avoid that. They don't
Human instinct.
think. Yeah, totally.
Well,
It
I
is.
had this one waxer in New York who she would like recognize me on the subway and stuff, and I'm like, You don't want to like be memorable. I'm like, ew, do you remember me? I'm like, you're waxing like
right.
15 vajazzles a day, and like I'm the standout.
Vajazzle.
Like, why me?
And you're like, can you elaborate why you remember me? What's
I'm
so
sure it's from my
specifically
mouth.
about me?
I'm sure it's this mouth. that she remembers.
Right. I brought up the Comedy Store being across the street, but I do want to ask you, it's something I'm interested in. Tim Dillon just called you. You guys are good friends. Is there a lot of drama that happens in the comedian world, like behind the scenes?
Sometimes people are just coworkers. Like sometimes you're just coworkers with people. I don't know. There's definitely people I want to see. I have an active shooter list, which is the people that when I see them in the hallway, I look for the exit. I'm like, oh God. But those kind of go away. I don't know. I don't really have, even the people, like there was one girl that I always thought was so crazy and now I kind of like her. I know the type of crazy she is, so it doesn't bother me anymore. I think like there's a lot of jealousy when you're younger, when you're like a newer comic, but you'll get like a younger female comedian will try to start fights with you and you're like, oh baby, I'm vibrating a little too high for this.
Yeah. Did you feel that way when you first started coming up, that people were maybe like a little bit jealous, or did you feel like they were helping you?
I was like I went pretty fast, so there was definitely some jealousy with people. And I also ran a show, a live comedy show, so people would get pissed if I didn't book them, but it was like, the show's got to be good for people to come. Right. So if you're not ready or you're not, the room had like weird acoustics too. So one of my friends is really, really funny and she kept asking to do the show. And I was like, acoustically, the room is not going to handle your type of comedy. And she was like, please, please, please. I was like, all right. And then when I was like hugging her to get off, she like whispered her, she was never again. I was like,
what a way to let somebody down. Acoustically, this room isn't
she just
gonna
was
handle
very, because her comedy was like really like based on cadence and it was so funny, but it was just like, she would have to get this role that I didn't think she could get in this room. And there was always like karaoke going on underneath. It was like always like a weird sounding thing. So you had to be a really strong comic, but people, let's see, are there beefs? Like there was one public beef online yesterday that was kind of interesting. Like one girl was accusing the other girl of like doing her joke, but then
there's always joke stealing accusations.
Well, nobody cares about joke stealing anymore. It's like this crazy thing. It's like insane. I saw a guy doing a full joke of mine that I did on Comedy Central in 2012. Okay, these were children. They didn't even need to get their waxing yet. They didn't even have ass pubes. And I like said something to him and he just doesn't, they don't care.
Do you think it's because of like
Memes
TikTok now
and
where
TikTok,
people just like recreate what other people are doing?
Yeah.
Like it's totally normalized.
Yeah. And you actually look embarrassing telling people it's your joke.
Right.
Hey,
Because
that's my
everyone
joke.
just like immediately assumes that nobody has like an original thought anyway.
Yeah.
They're like, sure, it's your joke.
And then people hit you with like great minds. You know,
well,
I didn't steal it.
But I always go like this. I always tell them because, you know, there was one girl that was doing a similar joke to mine and I'm going to put a special out and I am like I'm more advanced. I'm more successful than her. And I don't want to, I'm like, I don't know how you
More
say it. I'm like,
advanced. I was like, advanced in what?
I'm
Like,
richer, prettier, more successful.
your IQ
really
is higher.
pretty.
Like,
yeah, I'm like really pretty. So I was like, advanced actually sounds worse.
Yeah,
Like, I'm just more successful than her. But she posted it and then people were sending it to me being like, this girl's stealing her joke. So I just hit her up and was like, I just want you to know people are saying this. Like, I'm not accusing you of it or whatever.
just want to let you know that this is being sent to me a lot.
Yeah. And she was like, oh, I'll take it down. She was like really cute about it. But it was, sometimes people fight you on it and you're like, it's not going to look bad for me.
Right.
Do you have like funny group chats with certain comedians where you guys talk shit about other comedians?
Okay, my best group chat is with Tim Dillon and we have the same business manager and we love our business manager. He could be stealing money from me. I have no clue. I like just love this man. He's like my favorite rep I've ever had. But we have like a really good one.
I can't get over that embarrassing little exchange we just had with Tim Dillon when he said, "Oh, that's nice." Like he.
You know,
did you think he was going to be?
No,
right,
like we honestly, so I do know his
and we're
cadence.
putting him in a position. It's like, what do you
that's his
say?
love language.
And he's also like, who the fuck are these people?
What do you
love
say in
language.
that scenario? You're
Right.
like, oh, thanks.
His love language. Tim
People
said to
I
me-
don't know.
Right, exactly. There's no face. There's no face to the name.
Tim said to me, my favorite thing he said to me was, he goes, when I first started taking semaglutide Ozempic, he goes, stop telling people. He goes, you're not thin. You're embarrassing yourself. He goes, stop telling people. Like, people should be asking you.
He was like,
He's like, there's no need for you to be telling
He's
anybody.
like, it is really embarrassing to be your friend in this moment and what you're doing.
That's hilarious.
No, but he made me laugh so hard with
He's
that.
like, it's not kicking in yet. Do not tell anybody.
It's fun. Like you think about, that was actually interesting. Maybe that's a good segue from what you were saying with like beef between comedians. Cause when I started comedy in New York, everyone was like, ballbusters so mean to each other and just evil to each other. And it was so fun. It was like what you lived for, was just trashing each other. And then when I came to LA, I think because people were more trying to get work and jobs and stuff, you could see how rich people were getting. People were just so much more sensitive. So I would just it was so weird. You would just be completely joking and then people would DM you like 2 days later and be like, did you mean that when you said that? And you're like, absolutely not. I'd be psychotic if I meant that and said that to you.
That's the worst feeling. And you're from Philly, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I feel like you have that sense of humor, like New York sense of humor, where everyone's kind of like mean to each other.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
And
that's how you love each other.
And, right, exactly. And like with your friends, you like are just joke around. But then when other people hear it, they're kind of like they think it's off-putting, and they're like, how do you guys speak to each other like that?
I can't. Yeah. And I just also like even when you do podcasts and stuff and with producers and stuff, you're like, oh, my job is to shit on, like, I'm going to shit on the producer. That's what we do.
That is
wow.
That's
thank
literally
you for,
what we do.
Thank you for saying that.
Like,
Thanks for
Howard
validating
Stern,
the entire premise of Chicks in the Office.
It's like if the producer I had a producer once that was like, we need to discuss like how you treat me, and he was on a podcast with guys who were like trashing him. I'm like, we need to readjust how you are seeing me different because I'm a girl and I'm allowed to shit on you if I want. That's literally the dynamic of every like Howard Stern. Everything has always been.
And I feel like that's the dynamic a lot at Barstool as well, and that's kind of how like Dave runs it.
You guys know how much we have loved Abercrombie, wearing Abercrombie. I truly wear nothing but Abercrombie. I have Abercrombie on right now. It is the best. And they are upgrading even more because they have launched their wedding shop, which you guys know for Rhea and I is super exciting. So it's got everything, tons of dresses, jumpsuits, pants, swimsuits, pajamas, pantsuits, and all perfectly curated for different events, bachelorettes, brunches, showers, ceremonies as a guest, and ceremonies as a bride, reception, and even honeymoon. It is incredible. So whether you're attending a wedding or hosting a wedding or just want to look amazing, you have to check out the Abercrombie wedding shop on Abercrombie.com. Abercrombie also just dropped an entire new collection of honeymoon essentials on March 28th, yesterday. So that is so exciting. Go check that out. How much more can I say about Abercrombie, guys? You know I love it. I've worn it all week long while we've been out in LA. I have it on right now, these camo pants, this little white baby tee. Everything from Abercrombie is amazing. And I've gotten a couple of their white dresses from the wedding shop to maybe, shower, things like that I have coming up that is very super exciting. And honestly, all the dresses are amazing. So whether you're attending a wedding or hosting a wedding or just want to look amazing, you have to check out the Abercrombie wedding shop on Abercrombie.com.
Now, do you show them on camera?
Noah
We
is
show
on camera,
Noah,
yes. See that little GoPro? That's him.
Noah
Oh
is
my
a
God.
crowd favorite.
Yeah.
The ladies of Chicks in the Office, that they follow Chicks in the Office, they love Noah.
Yep.
And Noah, what's your goal with women? Are you looking to slay or are you looking to marry?
Constantly looking to slay.
Don't be shy about it.
Sure,
Yeah, yeah.
sure. Yeah. I don't think I'm like aggressive about it, but
Were you a dork in high school?
a dork?
Did you get laid in high school easily?
No.
Okay, so now it's hard to turn down if it's given to you, right?
Yeah, but I feel like any guy would be like, it's hard to turn down. Like,
Yeah, but are we talking these are girls your type or you're kind of going anyway? I mean,
no, I'm not like.
I think you have standards.
Yeah. Like,
because I have friends that cannot, like, if a woman.
No. I'm like picky. Like, I'm a picky person.
Yeah.
Well, he is, because also he's been working with us for what, 7 years?
Yeah, almost
at this
8
point?
years.
And like,
I have watched the show. I do know you're on camera. I just meant today.
always been, at least as we know, always been single. So
Okay.
Yeah. I sometimes
And dating. Single and
sometimes
dating,
I
but,
feel
like-
bad because I feel like maybe he doesn't have enough time to settle.
No, that's not it.
Okay, good. Because sometimes I'll be like, wait, do we like make
Have
him
we-
work?
have we done this?
like, do we make him work too much?
right.
no.
Does he have no work-life balance that he does not have a significant other?
No.
No, the
I'm not
opportunities have
looking
come
for,
up.
Like, yeah, they have.
You're not looking for a relationship.
Not like actively. I wouldn't turn it down if I met someone that was.
How old are you?
Right, 28.
28. Okay.
Yeah.
What's your relationship with your mother?
I would say very
Close.
good.
Great. His
Too
mom
is
no,
too close.
Close.
A little meshed?
His mom.
His
is
mom's
great.
Like, why
No,
was
my
she
mom
your
would
girlfriend
love.
when
My
you-
mom would love
you
like
got a
if
girlfriend?
I will say
brought
his
someone
mom
home.
said to my parents at one of our shows, all these girls, they love Noah, but why doesn't he have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Is she worried you might be?
I mean, maybe.
They're
Honestly, maybe.
probably having conversations.
No, they hear the story. They hear some.
she-
I'm pretty open with them, so like I'll tell them stories from the tour. Like
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cute. I'm like that with my parents too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a brother?
I do. Yeah, he's actually he does stand up.
Oh, really? What's his
Yeah.
name?
Alex.
He's in New York, right?
He's in New York.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think he's funny?
Yeah, I've seen him a few times. He's funny.
Did you just
Imagine
start?
he said no.
Yeah, like in the last year or two.
Oh, so
He's new
You're
in the
like-
game.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not
That's
compared
cool.
to you.
Yeah.
Funny.
oh, you're like new in the game.
Yeah.
You've been doing it a while, and it's
Yeah.
still we're not sure about
Yeah.
that. Now, was there competition with these engagements? Because they did happen. Boom, boom. Was you first? Then you or you first?
no, Fran
Me.
was the day before,
Yeah.
and then me. We've talked
The
about
day
it a
before
bunch.
is
Yeah.
so funny.
We actually had
Psychotic.
we had this conversation the other night when we were at The Bachelor because we were talking to people we were just meeting, and she was like, "Oh my god, you guys are both engaged." We're like, "Yeah," and they were like, "Did it happen like close together?" We were like, "Yeah, a day apart." They were like, "Wait, what?"
What were the days? Because I want to know when I got engaged.
July 1st and
June.
Yeah,
30th.
30th, whatever.
July 20th. I was
Oh my
like,
We're like, how many days are in
I remember-
June?
I remember
Yeah,
you called me.
July
What?
Have we compared carrots?
Mine is my grandma's, so like I just like it's
Awesome.
mine's my grandma's.
That's so
Yeah.
cool. And this is new.
Yes, this is new.
Beautiful.
A,
Emerald cut.
a natural emerald
Did
cut.
you know you wanted this?
He knew like kind of what I wanted.
Solitaire
Emerald.
Avi,
yes,
right? We're not crazy.
solitaire
Yeah.
emerald. But my best friend from high school like had sent him what he should be
Yeah.
getting, and he
Wouldn't that be funny if you found out like your friend from high school hated you and it
and
was
got
a
like
really
the word?
tiny,
Oh my
ugly
god!
one?
No, that wouldn't.
no,
That wouldn't
no,
happen.
no.
This was lucky. So my mom found this like emerald of my great aunts. She was like, all of the diamonds are gone. So I gave my twin brother the one that was supposed to go to me, and it's so funny with my I was looking at my sister. I go, you can have it. I mean, it's really pretty, but I'm just like, just to fuck with her. But so then my mom was like, yeah, we don't have anything left. And then she just found all this jewelry. She just like found it.
in
this is my
in what?
grandmother's-
Like in a vault? Like where do you just find jewelry?
She found like a box of jewelry with the appraisals and stuff.
Wow.
From when my grandfather died. It was like my grandmother passed away before him. So my grandmother died when I was in utero, and then my mom found this, and it said on it in my grandfather's handwriting, Annie should get this when she was 16. Thank God they didn't give it to me when I was 16. I would have sold it for something. I would have sold
Or
it for some
something.
shit.
Right.
But then this emerald is, so this is from the 1800s, so it's like really old. And then
Wow.
my fiance's
That's
mom
so
gave us
cool.
her tennis bracelet.
That is really.
So then
really
it's mixed with
cool.
all of them.
And then
I
he
would've
made,
been
so
so-
like he made it. Like he put it all.
And then
yeah.
the guy that we had make it, let's say we, because let's be honest, I had to
Right.
Yeah.
nudge. But the guy we had made it was a comedian, and I'm so dumb for thinking that he would be good at jewelry.
Wait, the guy that made it.
The guy-
he's a
okay,
jeweler
I
slash
was
comedian,
groomed.
or a
I was-
comedian
yes.
slash jeweler.
I'd say he's neither at this point. Now, he has been grooming me for years.
Oh,
He
okay.
has been like, I have jewelry if you want jewelry. And he did have some kind of cool these like weird bone things that I liked. So it was always in my head. And then about a year before we got engaged, he carried around a ring sizer, and he took our size, he put it in his phone. So then when it was time to make a ring, I was like, okay, let's
This-
go
that
to
guy's got
Heavy.
my
I'm going to say his
size.
name Heavy. And it's my fault. His nickname's Heavy. It's like, it's all my fault. Everyone's like, how would you trust this person? So Todd gives it to him, and he's from Canada. So I was doing gigs in Canada, and Todd came, and he like got the whole thing. And when he proposed to me, my whole family's there. We're on a party bus going to Chris Angel in Vegas. Whole family, his parents are there, my family's there. He proposes to me. The ring only fits my pinky. This motherfucker did not resize the ring. So our engagement video is like him proposing to me and me just like looking to camera and being like, fuck you, you piece of shit. And then I'm livid. We're like at Chris Angel, and I'm so mad. And we went backstage to meet him, and Keenan was there. It was us and Keenan. And I had a fucking engagement pinky ring.
That's hilarious.
Because you're like, there's
right, like you can't take the pictures
Right,
of the
like all
moment.
the initial
Pictures.
photos
Yes.
are not right.
You had called me after that, and we were talking about something totally unrelated, and you were like, yeah, by the way, I got engaged, my ring didn't fit, we were like going to see Chris Angel. I was like, this is the most casual story of all time,
because I couldn't be excited.
It was all over the place. You were like, yeah, I don't know, like it's in Vegas getting reworked right now.
I was so mad. Well, my father-in-law and then my older brother, like while we were at the Chris Angel concert, were like on the phone calling. I honestly thought like Chris Angel was gonna like appear in the seats and like
I
make the ring fit your finger.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
He doesn't. So my manager's brother works with him. That's how we got all the tickets in the backstage and stuff. And they were like called before and they were like, do not propose to her Chris will be very upset. I'm like, Chris, what's up with that, bud?
Wow.
But
so Chris didn't want to be a part of your moment.
He did not want to be part of my moment.
And especially if the ring didn't fit.
And rightly so. I'd be like, are you a magician or not? Make this ring fit.
Right.
Do you know when you're getting married?
Magic.
No. So you were looking at us saying
I was
long
teasing, I was
engagement,
projecting.
long
I was projecting.
engagements, and you're like,
I was projecting.
Yeah.
I was projecting. What about you guys? Are you planning?
Yeah.
We both are like have dates set. Friends is in
I haven't
the
gotten
fall.
mine.
I'm in the fall. I'm like
My
pretty
invites
soon.
aren't sent yet. Mine's not till April of next year.
Listen, Fran,
Will
you're
you-
off the hook because I followed you second.
Yeah, yeah.
Will you come to my wedding?
Of course
if I
I'll come to your
invite
wedding.
you?
Yes.
Oh my God, cool.
Unless I have a gig.
Oh my
But
God, you know who's gonna be so excited? Your dad.
My dad will be fucking pumped if you
oh,
come. My whole
I'm
family.
in. I'm in.
My whole family.
Oh, I want to.
Well, my dad told me that I could start cutting family members off the list if I can get famous people to come to my wedding. He's like, so are you inviting this person? I'm like, no, we only met one time. I think they'd be weirded out if they were invited to my wedding. He's like, no, I'm sure they would think it's really nice.
Yeah.
I was like, I think
Honestly,
they'd be
just a gesture. Just send it to him.
I'm
You know,
like, I
maybe
think they'd
they'll
be
show
creeped
up.
out. And it's just, I'm like, no.
It is like weird. Okay, so in this field that we're in, where we do meet a lot of people, it's like you almost with your wedding, you're like you have to go either way. Where it's like no celeb, like you have to almost make it like to protect yourself. Like I'm having no celebrities at my wedding just in case no celebrities show up to our wedding.
Yeah.
Are you?
I'm having a no celebrity wedding. Just
Are you
just
gonna
throwing it out
have
there.
Are you gonna have like a regular person marry you or someone you guys know?
So my fiance's cousin is a priest, and we're getting married in a church.
So both.
So
Double
I like church
whammy.
weddings.
Double whammy. Our Joe's brother-in-law is marrying us in a normal, like not a church, just
In a
a
normal-
not normal. You know what I mean.
Wow, guys. We see where she stands.
Normal, not church, is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. In the civil is the
Are you gonna go
civil service is
inside
what
or
I meant
outside?
to say. Outside.
Outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like both. I like churches are just so cool. They're so pretty. It's got to be one with a lot of stained glass. Don't be doing
right, no, we got a good one, and I think outside is like so gorgeous too for the like Fran's wedding style. I don't want to give too many details away about
No.
but
It's different too because like I'm get like where I'm getting married, and my family, like I'm Catholic. I grew up Catholic. So is Joe. And we both like went to Catholic school, the whole thing. Like, would our parents / grandparents be thrilled if we were getting married in a church? Yes. Solely because the church in the town that like I just really don't like it. Like it's not a pretty church. It's not a pretty church.
which is very
Like, it's
fair.
not a pretty church.
Yeah.
It's like small and carpeted and like kind of smells and it doesn't have any pretty windows. And I was like, this is not it. This is
the outside is going to be so beautiful.
Yeah, I was like, this is
and
not
like
it.
it's just going to be gorgeous because Fran already like got her dress and everything, and like it just fits everything so perfectly. Like it's going to be so beautiful.
I think dress shopping is where I'm going to get excited about the wedding. I just never was like a wedding girly. I never was like, oh, my wedding's going to be like this. I just was always focused on my job and not going crazy. And stuff. And then, you know, with Todd, I was like, oh, I want to marry him. This is great. This is awesome. And then I'm like, so I have to like undo the years of pretending I don't want to be married.
Yeah, that
Totally.
I had like a similar like when I was growing up, I always wanted to get married and have a family, and then it like died down. And then now with my fiance, like as soon as we started talking, I was like, I want to marry him so badly. Like I want to have like everything. Like I started envisioning everything.
Yeah.
And so now I'm back in that mode. And I'm going wedding dress shopping in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So
Really soon.
I'm really
That's the when it
excited for
gets
that.
real, I think.
Yeah, I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, I want to do. It's like honestly, I know this sounds so crazy, but I'm like, I just want to do my special first. I'm like, special feels like as big of an event as a wedding.
I think that's so
and-
fair.
And-
because it is like you want to make sure
Yeah.
that you have your work stuff in order and you're happy about it so that you can really focus and enjoy
Focus,
on the
yes.
personal stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to be distracted.
Yeah,
and
no.
Kind of have a wedding every night, you know.
Yeah.
Place where people come celebrate me every night.
Yeah, of course. Now, is this special? Have you set a time when you are filming it?
Yeah, it was 4 months ago I was supposed to do it. And no, I just, okay, my biggest fear is that I'm going to put out a special and then I'm going to go, oh my God, that was the tag I should have added. Like, I don't want to put out, I want to put out a final draft. So I'm just going through all my jokes right now and just kind of pumping them up with more jokes within the jokes. And maybe I'm being a little bit of a perfectionist, but it's just my first special. So
That's not a bad thing. Yeah. Do you feel like when you're writing your jokes, you obviously take a lot of inspiration from your own life, right? I don't know if this ruins the allure, so you can like ignore this question. But with comedians, is there a lot of times that you're like, you have a wild imagination and just like completely make up a story, or does it all come from like inspiration of things from your life?
Some people make stuff up and I used to be annoyed by it. And then I was like, why would that? I mean, it's just totally their decision. But I have some things are absolutely outrageous. So obviously I've added a weird thing to it, but almost all of my stories are true. And I usually will preface them. I'll be like, guys, I'm not making this up. And that's always when I'm like, oh, I was supposed to be a comedian, because it's just like crazy the things that happen where I'm like, I cannot believe that just happened. So
I watched Pete Davidson's special on Netflix, the one that came out recently, and he told which I thought was a hilarious story, and then at the end of it he was like, by the way, none of that was real. And I was like, why did you say that?
Yeah,
because like I feel like
me.
nobody I feel like he didn't have to say it wasn't real, because I feel like with comedians that can be the case, and the whole story was so funny that I was like, damn, why did he say that?
I don't know.
We are officially in the thick of it. Wedding planning is here. I am getting closer and closer. It's really not that far away now. And the wedding planning, it can be stressful. You need some help. With Zola, you can plan your entire wedding in one convenient place. From free planning tools like a customizable checklist and website to a venue and vendor discovery tool that matches you with their dream team, everything on Zola is designed to make your wedding journey as easy as possible. And with invites that are fun to create and a wedding registry packed with gifts you actually want, Zola takes you from save our date to thanks so much without breaking a sweat. There's even a 5-star app that helps you plan on the go. Zola makes wedding planning easy and stress-free. They're the first and only stop you need to make your wedding planning journey. They've thought of everything you'll need and have built every tool to get you to I do, including customized checklists to get you moving, keep you on track, and prepare you for what's next. They'll give you expert guidance plus unparalleled support. Their wedding pros are on call to walk couples from question to answer anytime. Their products and tools are built for you. They help couples plan the wedding they really want with tons of unique features and personalized recommendations based on a couple's preferences. Every Zola wedding is as unique as the couple that plans it. So start planning at Zola.com. That's ZOLA.com.
All right, so I put on my story for the advice and opinions, and people sent in questions they want. Now listen, take it with a grain of salt, people.
Guys, we are very qualified.
Extremely
qualified, and you have to do everything we say.
Exactly. Okay, first one. My ex keeps writing me letters from prison. He is fully married. Do I tell his wife?
That doesn't seem like that's the problem.
Say it again. Say it again.
I feel like the problem goes further.
Yeah, my ex keeps writing me letters from prison.
Okay.
He is fully married. Do I tell his wife?
Oh.
Annie, I'm with you. I think why is he in prison?
From what? Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And also,
Neither of you should
and
be
also
talking
like,
to
is
him.
she friends with the wife? Like, it's like, does she
I know.
you know?
There's no follow-up questions here.
I am so bad at advice segments because my head only goes to, I need about 30 more questions answered.
Yeah, we're nosy. We want more.
Yeah, I need to know what he's in prison for.
I'm just gonna say yes.
you think she should
I
tell.
think you tell the husband, stir shit up.
Well,
and
to be
what's-
honest,
not the
yeah.
husband, the wife. See what happens.
He's in prison, so what's
He's in
gonna do?
prison. Yeah.
Get out.
Right.
Right.
He can get out.
Oh,
I would
right,
say
right.
that
And
That's
he's
another
fully
thing.
married. Like,
Oh, what's he in prison for? Like, if he gets out, is he coming for you?
here's my thing. He's already in prison. You don't need him. There's no reason to take on other people's bullshit. If he was doing criminal activity and got caught, that's not shit that you need. You're high vibe.
Yep.
You don't need that low vibe shit. He's married too, so that's low vibe to be talking to a married guy. I would say if he's writing you letters, that really doesn't matter. You don't have to open the letters. You don't have to read the letters. You don't have to talk to this woman. I would just say cut everyone out of that situation totally, because you don't need to be,
Right.
unless you're like the father of your kids or something.
yeah, I love that you keep doing high vibe, low vibe.
It's just, we just got to vibe high, people.
Yeah, it's just coming out of your mouth. Like, I feel like I have a higher vibe talking to you today.
Yes, obviously. Zoe.
This question made me laugh. When your current boyfriend and old hookup are in the same bar, do you tell your current boyfriend?
Yeah, I'm not like a secret keeper from my fiance, but also like the
If I know
men
they have to
I've
talk.
hooked up with are I was so low self-esteem for so long. Like the guys, it's so embarrassing. Some of them, like when I was on my second date with my fiance, we were at the Grove, or not at the Grove, we were at an outdoor mall or whatever. I saw this like disgusting pig I used to date, and it was like, I was like, no. I was like, I can't let him know. Like I can't let him know who I like let soil me. Like he'll never look at me the same. And I was just trying to like avert us into another direction. It was just so embarrassing and so disgusting. So that's the only reason I wouldn't bring it up. 'Cause I would just
Depending
be like,
on what they look like.
yeah, like, are they hot? Are they disgusting?
Right.
If they have to talk, then yeah, you sometimes you have
Right.
to like Joe and I just really have a lot of crossover of friend group like that, and we didn't meet till later, and then once we met we realized we actually knew so many of the same people.
Yeah.
So we kind of had to have like pretty early on, we kind of had to have like a sit down and being like, all right, you just gotta list them.
Right.
Like who am I gonna
Name 'em.
name them? Who am I gonna have to see
Yeah.
that you have hooked up with before?
Yes.
Because they're like if we're all in social settings, like we all have to talk. Like I need to be aware so that you're not just like, oh wait, add that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
and him. And I kissed
Oh
him on
shoot, also him. Yep.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, and vice versa. Like her. Like it's like like, I want to know too ahead of time.
But again, I just used to really date not guys that you're like, oh my god, this guy's so ugly and his personality's great. Like I just was like an ugly inside out. I mean,
just
it's very
terrible people.
just really
Like
horrific.
mean, disgusting animals.
Yeah, like
barn animals.
One of them, a bunch of my friends, because I dated him when I first started comedy. A bunch of my old comedian friends reached out and were like, did you hear that so-and-so's wife left him when they had like a 3-month-old? Like that's how bad he is. That his wife left him with a newborn. He's that horrible.
Yeah.
And he's that bad that everyone wanted to call me to like tell me the great news.
Right. Be like, did you hear what happened?
Yeah. Should I go to a birthday party where everyone but the birthday girl hates me? So everybody hates her at the party, but the birthday girl likes her. And it's her
Yes.
birthday.
Have fun.
Yeah, I actually think you should go and be like, well, it's the birthday girl's party.
Yeah. Be like that horn.
Fire truck. That this is a terrifying scenario for me. I would never go.
Well, the
I
worst
would
is
never.
when
I would never go.
I went to a party with a girl, a birthday party. It was like a sleepover party, and they rented an Airbnb in Palm Springs, and I went and I became the person everyone hated. Like
Okay,
I
well, you
didn't
can't
know.
foresee that.
Well, there was
Yeah.
a girl everyone hated, and I had a whole conversation with the girl whose birthday it was, and I was like, "You don't like her. You talk shit on her.
Right.
She's upsetting you. Just cancel. Just deal. Like let her deal with the emotions around being canceled. Because the truth is, you don't like her. You just want people you like here. So then she cancels her, and then the target just went on me. Like they needed a new person to hate, and it was me. And I couldn't. I want to write a horror movie about it.
Oh,
I was just on the phone with my dad outside, like, Dad. And he's like, stay away from them. They don't like you. It was crazy.
I actually saw what you posted about your dad the other day on your Instagram story, and I really related to that. Because like you were just posting that like you and your dad
I
just
just love
FaceTimes,
him.
the like best friend relationship,
Yeah.
and my mom too. Like it's just having that sort of relationship where you call them up like your friends.
Yep.
Like that's how I call my parents, and we sit there, we like gossip or
Yeah.
whatever, and it's just the best.
My dad reads the Daily Mail, so he gives me like celebrity gossip.
Love
too.
that.
My dad is obsessed with like Bravo reality shows.
It's so funny.
Sometimes he sees stuff that I don't see.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how the fuck did you see that if I didn't see it?
Yeah.
Like before the Jackson Brittany news came out, my dad was like, did you hear Jackson Brittany separated? I said, Dad, how do you know that?
He's locked in.
I don't like the
he's
Jackson
locked in.
Brittany thing. I don't like the. I haven't watched The Valley yet, but
Yeah.
I'm like cancel it. I don't like that. There's a. I don't like that she still wants him, and it's like
They're
they're
separated.
No, I don't think.
wasn't she like he doesn't want to work on it? And blah,
No,
blah, blah.
well, I saw.
I think
interviews
both. I
where
think
she
she
was
said-
just kind of like, I'm done, like
Yeah.
letting this man treat me this way.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
good. Because
yeah.
when what I first saw, and maybe it was just the headlines, because obviously I'm not gonna learn to read.
Yeah.
But it was like her being like he doesn't want to work on the relationship and like he's not giving it a try, and I was like, I am horrified by this because obviously she's too good for him, and
Yeah. No, it's interesting watch because like some of the other couples, like some of the guys are also like really bad people. I feel like
Yeah.
already. Like there's one guy that I'm like, how did this guy even get married? Like he's such a dick.
and then they're getting separated, but they're still together for this season, right?
For the show.
Yes, currently right
yeah.
now they are still together on the show, but we know that they are now separated.
Yeah.
And there is another couple that was also separated.
Yeah, they ended after
Yeah.
1 year.
Yeah.
Like,
There's another couple that is
hard.
also getting a divorce.
But the parent thing, I feel very lucky.
yes.
And I feel like there were people that were DMing me like, you fucking bitch.
Well, people always throw like, some of us are not as, and it's like, I totally understand.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I can be thankful and
Yeah.
happy.
And also I did work, and my family, we did work on being this way. We had tough times, and we got over them. I mean, I'm not watching that Nickelodeon thing because it's gonna make me mad at my parents, but it's like they're, you just.
Who doesn't love receiving gifts from loved ones? Obviously, it's the thought that counts, and there's elements of surprise you don't get when you're shopping for yourself. But you know what you do get when you're shopping for yourself? Exactly what you want, especially when it comes to something as personal as jewelry. And if you're buying jewelry for yourself, there's no better place to do it than BlueNile.com. Blue Nile offers thousands of independently graded diamonds and fine jewelry at prices significantly below traditional retail. They also offer peace of mind with every purchase with 30-day returns and a diamond price match guarantee. If you have questions, Blue Nile's jewelry experts are on hand day and night via phone or chat. Say you have a question about what makes one diamond different from one another or want suggestions for gifts at different budgets. Blue Nile's experts are there for you. There's so many people that you can gift jewelry to. Maybe you're just in the mood to buy yourself something nice. Seriously, you can't beat the ease of convenience of shopping Blue Nile, which makes sense. They're the original online jeweler since 1999. Rhea and I both have pieces from Blue Nile that we love, that we wear all the time. It's great, classic, timeless jewelry. So go to BlueNile.com to find the perfect piece today. That's BlueNile.com, BlueNile.com.
Well, you told a story on Joe Rogan that I remember about a modeling agency, right? Do you hate reliving that, or is it a story that you like to tell?
Well, it was. I mean,
And this
all
was
my
years ago. You
stories-
told this story.
It's really interesting. It's because I don't feel it's really. Sometimes I don't want to tell the stories because I'm in like a triggered state or something. But I don't really feel that way anymore. I feel very like there's stories I can tell about a time in my life or whatever. But when I was 15, my parents sent me to this. I did a John Robert Powers modeling school, which is basically
The
like,
scam, the absolute
Yeah.
scam.
Right.
Yes.
So then you do the scam, and then you go, and it's really sad because you're like, well, I'm the pretty one, but then you're like, but no one else is, and then you're like, wait, wait. But then we went to this event that was a real event at the Waldorf Astoria in New York. And there were all these modeling agents that were, and there was like Elite and stuff, and you would go and give them your comp cards and stuff. And I got callbacks from like maybe 2 places, and one of them was this tall drag queen named Mahogany, and he had a modeling agency in Jersey City, and my parents were like, for spring break, we'll send you there and he'll send you out on casting stuff. But it was basically I was just 15 being sent in the city and like the clothes of a child prostitute. And like he sent me to, I remember he wanted me to be an extra on Sex and the City, but he made me say that I was 21. So I was just like going along, and I was
You were
basically going and
16?
buying weed for him and stuff. And I was just in
Jersey City.
In Jersey City.
That's where I live. I wonder if he's still
boy.
available.
Yeah.
boy.
Well, listen, Jersey
Oh,
City,
boy.
people like you weren't living there then. It hadn't quite gotten up
Developed.
to speed.
Yeah.
Neither had I. But it just got to a point where I decided it was fit. Like I realized I was in kind of a dangerous situation and I wanted to go home, but he wasn't letting me call my parents and he wasn't letting me leave. So then he like locked the door so I couldn't leave, but it was just like a lot. I don't know. They were just kind of guarding the door because I was like, I'm going to get the fuck out of here. And so I threw Shorty was the short Puerto Rican woman that lived next door who I would go smoke blunts with. And I was like, Shorty, I'm escaping. So I threw my duffel bag out to her. And then this kid that was also in the modeling agency, hideous, physically hideous, ugly man. He went down, he bumped into the door, unlocked it for me, and then distracted Mahogany. And then I like jetted and I ran. I was wearing like a little tube top and I was like running. My like little kid boobs were falling out and I was like running for my life. I was hiding under cars. Mahogany was chasing me. I was like, call the cops to all the neighbors. Mahogany came up, he like scratched my arm. I was like, don't touch me. So the cops come. They think I'm a prostitute. They think he's my pimp. They take us to prison. Not to prison, to the
precinct.
The precinct. Oh,
Precinct.
The precinct.
cute.
She's like, they took
You
you
can
down
tell
to
you
the,
like haven't been in trouble, but you've gone on tours.
they took you down to the station.
They took me to the
It's
stage.
a totally another different story. I won't get into it right now. You finish your story.
But so it was like very scary, but it was, par to a lot of the things I was involved in when I was a kid. I was always in like weird life or death situations where I was like running for my life. I thought that was very normal. And so when my parents came to the station and then the cops were like, we should arrest you guys for sending your daughter here. A lot of the things my parents were just like blissfully Quaker and like, we trust everyone and just kind of sent me out everywhere.
Yeah.
And right now my mission, my fiance is really good at this. He's like, you have to kill the Quaker in you because I still have a little bit of like, see the good in everyone.
Right.
And it's like,
High
no.
vibes.
Yeah. Well, high vibes
Yeah.
don't see certain levels.
Low vibes. Yeah.
But it's like, instead I would like, it's like lower your vibes to be the same vibe as these people. Give some of your like high vibes to them. And so it's learning to not give away your light to people that haven't earned it or proven that they're safe and stuff like that.
Right, exactly. And I think that goes along with what you were saying about doing work with your parents to get to that point.
Exactly.
And
I would
forgiving.
Yeah, of course. I forgive them. They didn't know what the hell they were doing.
Let's do one more question from this. If your boyfriend of 7 years is moving across the country for a job, should you follow or stay?
Did he invite you?
Yeah,
That's the question.
Really like,
does he see a future with you? Have you talked about, a
well,
future?
there's really
Some people
just
don't
one
want to
question.
get married.
Did he
so-
ask you to go or no?
Right.
Like if he's not asking you to go, that's the problem.
Also, if you're asking us, I think break up because there's some sort of question and maybe it's been like a long 7 years. Like if it's 7 years, you should know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
If you don't know, it probably means you need to take a break at least. And
Yeah. The last one that I'll mention is it said Annie should start an OnlyFans.
Oh my God. That's all they say.
Do you get that all the time?
My friend's like, you would make millions of dollars. I'm like, dude, this is what I always say. My guy friends are like, you girls are so lucky you start an OnlyFans. I'm like, you could start an OnlyFans too. And they're like, no, I don't want gross dudes jerking off to me. I'm like,
Yep. Thank you.
Same.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Likewise.
I feel like I've done so much work and being a kid that was kind of like hit on young. I don't know how to put it.
Fair. You were
Hit on
you were
quite
advanced.
young. I was a hot 4-year-old. You kind of, because that was always a thing that wasn't, I didn't really have control over it. I can see where people would go into OnlyFans to kind of take control over that. I feel the opposite. I feel like I've worked really hard to be respected for my words and stuff like that. I like to dress cute and stuff, and I'll like tease it,
Right.
but I'll make
You'll show
fun
your
of it.
you'll show your abs.
I'll show my abs. They're getting real now. They're getting
You know,
real.
I did notice that.
I know, look, guys, I don't have to draw it on my chubby little belly anymore. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like judge people for doing OnlyFans. For me, it's just never been, I've never wanted to do it. What about you guys?
Never.
No.
Not
Yeah, I
judging,
just-
but would never.
No. Yeah, and I no. It's
Sometimes
just-
I see, I'm like, wow, good for them.
Yeah.
Making that much money. Applaud you.
Yep.
I
agree.
But I don't feel it's necessary for myself.
I just have worked very hard to not do it.
Yeah.
So.
I'm that like I get like I like get hives like just from awkwardness of thinking of like even like what would I do?
It's crazy. I just honestly, I wake up every morning. I pray for the strength to not start an OnlyFans or a cult, which I think are two things that I could make a lot of money on
Yep.
Yeah.
very easily, but I just don't.
Have you ever been invited to join a cult?
I mean, I've been involved. I'm always, I like to go to, I'm like, every time I watch the cult documentaries, I'm usually like, oh, this thing is cool for the first 2 episodes. But the problem
They get you. You're in.
Yeah.
You're like I am joining.
I'm
It's
in
the same
cults.
thing
in
as
my
the
head.
mall
I am
modeling
in
scam.
Yes.
this.
Yes.
In my head, I am
versus
in the cult.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm in the cult until they lean in for a kiss. Usually,
Right.
I'm going, okay, here we go.
Yep.
That's where things go wrong.
Yeah, I'm
There's
out.
the Quaker in you.
But I am
You're
into
like,
a lot of.
these people look nice.
Yeah, they seem nice. I like their white
Yeah.
capes. Yeah. I am into a lot of spiritual stuff, and I will get into groups where you're in a seminar and then everyone kind of stays connected, and then I always want to just take the pieces of those and then go to another one. I'm always I cult hop. I don't want to stay.
That's
I don't want to
fair.
have like one.
Right.
Don't plant
leader.
your roots.
I have
Yeah,
shaman.
yeah, yeah.
I don't have a shaman. I have shaman. Like I have. It's a village of shamans that wake me up in the morning, and I just I don't know. I don't want to worship one.
You're
thing.
experiencing it all.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I feel it all
Just
at
a little
once.
taste.
Right. All right, Annie. Well, thank you so much.
Love you, ladies.
Thank
Love
you
you.
so
Thank you.
much for
having
coming
me.
today and sitting on this small couch in my hotel room.
It's kind of big. The
Did
couch.
you notice I said love you? I said.
Oh
my God, did
and
you?
I didn't say it back. I like.
Well, you
was
said
like,
it first.
Oh.
That's why I said when I hear it first, I'm like, I love you.
that
Love
was
you back.
really,
That's so
that
sad.
Was really,
She's scared.
that was really sweet. She said it to somebody she barely knows.
I know. It means so much more.
But not me,
Guys.
so it's okay.
Well, I like you guys.
Yeah,
and-
we like you a lot too.
Cool. I want to go to The Bachelor next time.
Okay. We'll invite you. We'll leave Noah at home.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
no,
know I won't get the third seat for this one.
I'll hang out with the friend zoners. Okay.
yeah.
I'll hang out with a married chick.
Yeah.
He's like, he's hanging out with Kelsey. He's like, oh my God, wait, she's not into me.
Thank you,
All right.
Annie.
Thanks, Annie.
All right, we forgot to throw this in there, but make sure you follow our girl Annie Lederman on Instagram. She is hilarious. And check out her podcast, Annie Would. We love you, Annie, and look forward to her upcoming shows. She posts her show dates on her Instagram, so make sure you follow her. We love you, Annie. Thanks again.
All right, let's get into a great game of trivia. But first, Rum Haven is made with real coconut water and no artificial flavors or preservatives for a clean and refreshing taste, not a fake one. You can't beat the taste of real coconut water. It's delicious, clean, and refreshing. Enjoy Rum Haven straight over ice with a splash of club soda or your favorite juice. For me, I love to have a little rum punch with Rum Haven. So you can find out where to pick up a bottle of Rum Haven for yourself by visiting rumhaven.com. That's rumhaven.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another game of Beat Rhea and Fran. This is game number 118, and we are joined by Lindsay and Claire. They were at our DC show, which we were just talking about. Feels like it was yesterday, but really it's almost a year ago from now. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We're excited to play.
Oh, we're so excited to be here.
Amazing. We'll get right into it. So it's 15 questions. If you get the question right, you get the point. If you get the question wrong, the other team can steal the point. Whoever has the most points at the end wins. To determine who goes first, Noah's going to give us a movie. We're going to individually guess the Rotten Tomatoes critic score. Whoever is the closest, your team will go first, and we will alternate between teams. Everyone gets their own guess. So Noah, what is today's movie?
Today's movie is Kingsman: The Secret Service, the first one.
The first one.
It was like all right. Okay. I'll just go like in the middle then. I'll say like 45.
I don't know what this is. I'm
Oh,
gonna guess
Taron Egerton?
It's ringing maybe
Colin
a
Firth.
bell.
Colin Firth?
Yeah, yeah, I've never
Sue-
seen it.
They have
Yeah,
fighting.
I think I know the poster. I'm gonna go 67.
I'm gonna go maybe say like 38, 37.
I'm gonna be sad if it's that low. It's a real like. I'm gonna go 78.
That's the closest. 75.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's a great movie. Great
movie.
movie.
Samuel L. Jackson's in it.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm thinking of the right movie there.
Yeah. It's very British.
Very British. Okay. Question number 1 to Rhea and Fran. Shout out Desiree from Boston. Kim Kardashian was not happy about Kylie's hair color choice during her and Kanye's wedding. What color was Kylie's hair?
Blue.
I don't know.
gut reaction
I
is
just
blue.
picture blue.
Yeah.
Let's go blue.
Yeah. Blue. Final answer.
Correct. Not fully blue, but there's blue
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
it.
there's blue
blue.
streaks.
Okay, 1-0. Rhea and Fran. And this is question number 2 to Claire and Lindsay. Shout out Anelia from Austin, Texas. Who played Jim Carrey's wife in the movie Bruce Almighty?
Who's around Jim Carrey's age? Like, I have no idea. Jennifer Aniston.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Correct.
Wow.
Really?
Oh my God, that was
Like
quite
I've-
the guess.
Was that
Really-
just a complete guess?
Wow. That is
Wow.
good. That is like oh my
It is
God.
Jennifer Aniston.
Wow.
I guess
Okay,
if you said like think of an actress, she's gonna come up.
Yeah,
Like,
I like
someone
I was
most
throwing a
popular.
guess out.
I
That's why you throw a
suppose,
guess
yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, tied up at 1. Question number 3 to Rhea and Fran. Shout out Lucy from Chicago. In Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, who is the Hogwarts professor who teaches the first years how to fly?
Oh my God, I can picture her face. Madame Hooch.
Sure. Let's go with that. I don't know.
Final
I have no
answer.
idea.
Correct.
Nice. Said with confidence.
I was like, whatever is gonna pop
Yeah.
into my brain has to be
Has
the
to
right
be,
answer.
That had to be it.
Okay, 2-1 Rhea and Fran. Hot start. Question number 4 to Claire and Lindsay. Shout out Anelia from Austin again. In Cheetah Girls, Galleria and Chanel often go by their nicknames. What are they?
It's like it's not like Coco. Coco sounds like Coco. I don't know if it's Coco. Okay, we'll go with Coco. Yeah. Coco Riri? No.
10 seconds.
Wait, who were the two people? Galleria and Chanel.
Yeah,
I don't know.
5
I don't know
seconds.
either. I know we don't know.
Okay, Rhea and Fran.
Choochie and
Choochie
Bubbles.
Yeah.
Which is which?
Choochie is Chanel. Galleria is Bubbles.
Final answer.
Yep.
Correct. 3-1 Rhea and Fran.
I couldn't remember. Choochie?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Choochie.
For
rings a
some
bell.
reason in my head, like my brain, I said coochie.
Coochie.
I was like,
and
it's
you're like,
not
no,
coochie.
right. Right. I could see the mix up
It's
there.
not coochie.
Choochie. I wanted to be her so bad.
Chanel?
Growing up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, question number 5. 3-1 Rhea and Fran.
That's Adrian Bennett.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And this question
Right
is
on.
to them. Shout out Faith from Morristown, New Jersey.
Hey.
Who are the 2 women involved in Blake Hortzman's stagecoach love triangle on season 6 of Bachelor in Paradise?
There's Kaylin.
Kaylin and oh man.
Oh, fuck.
Wasn't Hannah G, was it?
15 seconds.
No. No, he
5 seconds.
No, they had like a
No.
little thing in
Yeah,
Paradise.
yeah.
But like Kaylin and
Time is
I'm
up.
totally blank. Oh,
I can't remember the other name.
Claire and Lindsay.
I'm trying to think. I feel like she was in like a big fight with this person. So would it have been someone on the same season? Probably. Or the one before? Kaylin and
10 seconds.
fine. Just throw something out. Whose season was she on again? Kaylin was. I don't watch Bachelor.
Time is up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kaylin and Christina. Christina
Oh,
Schulman.
Christina Schulman.
Where is she now?
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
She's still doing her thing on the gram, you know? Influencing and such.
Okay, still 3-1, Rhea and Fran, and this question is to Claire and Lindsay. Shout out Hallie from Clemson. Name the year by the Oscar nominees for Best Picture. Black Swan, Inception, Toy Story 3.
Swan was like late high school, I feel like.
Really?
So would that be like 2015? 2016?
15 seconds.
I don't know. Did we say 2015? I don't think it was 2016.
Okay, 2015, final answer.
Incorrect.
I was gonna say
Rhea.
2010 or
11?
2011.
Yeah. I think it's
2011.
maybe 2011.
No.
2010 maybe?
No, let's do 2010.
I'd like 2010 better.
I think I saw Toy Story 3 in the theaters in 2010.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was
That would've been
I was
like my
in
junior year of high
7th
school.
going into 8th grade.
Yeah.
My sister just graduated high school and she took us to see Toy Story 3.
Okay, let's go 2010.
No, 2010.
Yeah, 2010. 2010, final answer.
Incorrect.
No!
2011.
No!
Damn it. Damn it.
Oh my god. Wow. Fuck.
2010 felt better. I will say.
2010, that is the year my sister graduated
Yeah.
high school, so maybe I was
Yeah.
just one. Maybe she took us the next year.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, still
Fuck.
3-1, Rhea and Fran. And this is question number 7 to them. Shout out, guess who? Hallie from Clemson again.
Yep.
The nonfiction book Queen Bees and Wannabes inspired which 2004 movie?
Mean Girls.
That makes sense. I don't know. I have never.
Mean Girls.
Yeah. Mean Girls.
Correct.
I don't think I even knew that.
I'm not sure if I did.
Yeah.
You know, like
Right.
I feel like I may have heard
Queen
that.
Bees and Wannabe, and you just hear 2004. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, 4-1, Rhea and Fran. Question number 8 to Claire and Lindsay. Shout out Elizabeth from St. Louis. Where do Joey and Chandler lose Ben when he was a baby in Friends?
On the bus, final answer.
Correct.
Damn, she knows her friends trivia.
Yeah.
You guys know that?
What?
Would you guys know that?
I would not have.
Wow.
I'm not. Friends trivia is not for me.
Too many seasons. I don't
I
know
just
how.
forget.
Okay, 4-2, Rhea and Fran. Question number 9 to Rhea and Fran. Shout out Cassidy from Minnesota. In season 1 of Gossip Girl, Nate mistakenly kisses a girl at the masked ball, thinking she is Serena. Who does he kiss?
Jenny.
Jenny, right?
Jenny.
Yeah, Jenny.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Correct. Wow, high scoring game today. 5-2, Rhea and Fran. This is question number 10 to Claire and Lindsay. I'm going to play a movie clip, and you tell me what movie it's from.
You're not gonna come in here and judge me for flirting with somebody after you've been fucking my husband for how many years?
You don't have any fucking clue what's going on.
I got a ring on my finger. We have a child together.
He doesn't love you, Rosalind. He loves me, and you know it, and I know it, and he knows it. And it might be done now, but it was beautiful, and it was real. And we loved each other.
Shut up.
You scare him, and you manipulate him, and you use your son.
Okay, you manipulate your son. Okay.
15 seconds.
They have like, I don't know. My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Final answer.
Incorrect. Is that movie like a serious movie?
That's one of the funniest guesses you've ever
I felt
had.
like they were
It
like
was a-
maybe fighting
yeah,
for a wedding.
it was a good guess.
Can you play it again?
You're not gonna come in here and judge me for flirting with somebody after you've been fucking my husband for how many years?
You don't have any fucking clue what's going
I
on.
got a ring on my finger. We have a child together.
He doesn't love you, Rosalind. He he loves me, and you know it, and I know it, and he knows it. And it might be done now, but it was beautiful, and it was real. And we loved each other. You scare him, and you manipulate him, and you use your son.
The first voice I think is Jennifer Lawrence.
Is it Mother?
I honestly, I thought of that too, just because, like,
10 seconds.
because she's a
Right.
mom.
Right.
I don't think I ever even saw
I don't
Mother.
think so either. Let's just go with
Let's go with Mother.
Mother.
Final answer.
Incorrect. American Hustle.
Oh, American Hustle.
Oh,
Shit.
okay.
Yeah,
So
it was
Jennifer
Jennifer
Lawrence.
Lawrence.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence and Amy Adams.
Amy Adams. Ugh.
Yeah.
I couldn't place the second name. That's what got me.
She was doing an accent there.
Yeah.
Um,
They both were.
yeah, but not American.
Yeah. Ever wish you could call foul on your wireless carrier for their hidden fees? Then it's time to switch to Visible. Switch to Visible, the wireless company with nothing to hide, and get one-line wireless with unlimited 5G data powered by Verizon. Just $25 a month. Every month, taxes and fees included. So it's one-line wireless, just $25 a month. Taxes and fees included. Visible is the wireless company with nothing to hide. So there's no hidden fees, no gotchas, and it has the unlimited 5G data powered by Verizon. Don't let hidden fees stop you from being a fan of wireless. Switch to Visible and save. So switch now at Visible.com. Rate with service on the Visible plan. For additional terms and network management practices, see Visible.com. One more time, that is Visible.com.
5-2, Rhea and Fran. And this question is to them. Shout out Savannah from Huntsville, Alabama. On Only Murders in the Building, who played Selena Gomez's character's father?
Her father?
I have no idea.
Oh my goodness.
15 seconds.
I don't even have a guess.
I don't either.
I don't even remember her having a dad.
Yeah, I don't either. I pass. I really don't know.
Claire and Lindsay.
I don't remember having a dad either. I feel like it was just 3 of them all the time.
I don't even remember having a mom either. Okay, well, who's somebody who makes sense that Selena Gomez is his dad?
Jennifer Aniston. 5 seconds.
Okay, no, I don't know.
It was a flashback apparently, but Mark Consuelos.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Her parents are dead?
In the show?
Yeah.
Well, that's why I think it was a flashback.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
I'm not wrong about that,
I don't
right?
know. I'm not caught up on
Is she,
Only
like-
Murders at all.
I know, but you would know from the first season if her parents were alive or like it
I
was
don't
like
remember.
Right, but we all don't remember. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
So if he didn't even
Yep,
watch the
yep,
second and third,
Yep,
then
yep.
Okay, 5-2, Rhea and Fran, and this question is to Claire and Lindsay. Shout out. Honestly, I don't usually read last names, but this Anna Cool from Grapevine, Texas. If your last name is Cool, that's
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay. In Zoe 10.
So she has a her last name's Cool, so therefore you can
I don't know. I
put all of her info out there.
I guess. Maybe I'll bleep it. Okay. In Zoe 101, Coco, the dorm advisor, had an obsession with a certain food. What was the food?
Wait, this is not us.
It's
Us.
It's you guys.
Oh, okay. Wasn't it like SpaghettiOs?
It's ravioli.
Oh, ravioli. Okay.
Ravioli, final answer.
Correct. Wow, you knew that.
I knew you would have. You had that ready to go, didn't you? I could hear her. I could hear the breath
know,
in and the
there was
microphone.
a-
She went,
Yeah, I'm glad you stopped me there.
Okay, 5-3. 3 questions left. Shout out Desiree from Boston for this one. It's to Rhea and Fran. Which country are Mary-Kate and Ashley's characters located in the movie Holiday in the Sun?
Bahamas. The Atlantis.
Uh-huh.
Final answer.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
6-3, Rhea and Fran. And that seals victory.
Yeah.
Nice.
For a second, I thought you were going to say, like, winning London.
Yeah.
Okay. Question number 14 is to Claire and Lindsay. Shout out Brooke from Kokomo, Indiana. Who plays Mary Jane in the 2002 live-action Scooby-Doo movie?
It's a live action. Who would 2002?
15.
It was 2002.
No, I think that's when it happened. When it
Came out.
yeah.
Okay.
2002. 10 seconds.
Emma Stone.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
Who the hell is Mary Jane? I know all the other
Yeah,
ones.
no idea.
Linda Cardellini,
Right.
Freddie Prinze.
Well, it's like, who's what was her
Mary
character?
Jane?
Mary Jane was...
Is that like...
Was she like... Was this the one when they went on... Did she keep getting caught? Like, they were trying to help
15
her?
seconds.
I don't know who Mary Jane is. Isn't...
I'm going to throw out a random
10 seconds.
guess.
Go for it.
Just because it came to my brain.
Yeah.
Carmen Electra. Final answer.
Incorrect.
Oh, shit. I thought I was
that
on
would've
I thought I was onto something
That would have
there.
been cool.
Isla Fisher.
Oh, yes.
Yes, who's Mary Jane?
Wait. What, when you say who is Mary Jane, you mean like you don't know the character?
Yeah,
Like,
who's the character, Mary
isn't
Jane?
Isn't
It's Scooby-Doo. There's no Mary Jane. She's like a side character.
I mean, she is Mary Jane.
No, I understand, but there's just a character named Mary Jane in Scooby-Doo. She's not one of the
She's
the
not
pack.
one of the main,
A question came up online.
Daphne, like...
What happened to Mary Jane Scooby-Doo? And the answer is, at some point she was captured and was taken out, and a demon possessed her and took control of her body.
Yeah, I mean, in the movie, it's like they have Shaggy has a crush on Mary Jane. She's like just in the movie, but she's not like she's not one of Scooby's people.
Yeah. Mary Jane is a college student and Shaggy's love interest.
Shaggy's love interest, yes.
Okay.
I'm shocked how much I remember the details
Yeah,
of
I
that
don't
movie, but
remember
could
that
not
much.
remember who played her.
Okay, 6-3, Rhea and Fran. Final question. This is to Rhea and Fran. Shout out Olivia from Toronto. What is the name of Miranda Cosgrove's character in School of Rock?
Summer.
First name.
Summer, final answer.
Correct.
Yep.
Nice.
Wow.
It's a good game.
All right,
Missy
7-3.
with that School of Rock trivia.
Final score, 7-3.
Wow, that was a good
That was
game.
a high-scoring game.
That was high scoring. You
Another
guys had a
one.
lot of great guesses. Got to give you props on that.
Jennifer Aniston was...
I was worried after Jennifer Aniston. I was like, if she's pulling out Jennifer Aniston just like as a guess,
Right.
we're screwed.
Right, like she knows, she just has it in the back of her head. Well, thank you guys so much for playing. We really appreciate it. And when you get a chance, can you send Noah your address and sizes, and we'll send you some merch.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. So nice to
Awesome.
meet you.
Thank you. Bye, guys.